Pleasant good morning to everyone. This morning we're privileged to have with us we're privileged to have with us members of the government, including His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, along with some other cabinet ministers. It's an honor to have you guys with us this morning, and I trust that today's interaction will be one that will be fruitful and will bring solutions to many of our problems, and at the same time help us to understand that all our issues cannot be solved unless we try to solve them by ourselves. And so with this, I'd like to ask the head teacher, Ms. Linda Joseph, to bid you guys welcome.
President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Zulfikar Mustafa, government officials, members of the disciplined services, colleagues, community members, pupils, a blessed good morning to you all. I extend to each and every one a warm welcome. It's a delight to extend a very special welcome to His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali and the government ministers as they grace us with their presence today. I must highlight that this is the first sitting president in my lifetime that has visited this community. Feel welcome. We know this is the first, but I know it's not the last. Thank you for being a president for the people. I trust that this visit to Lowood would be a memorable and fulfilling one. Enjoy our greenery and scenery. Warmest welcome, warmest welcome.
To make everyone feel a little more comfortable, especially our members from the government team, we'll now sit back as we enjoy the children singing to us a song. I trust that all of you who visited with us, at this moment you're feeling at home. Because despite you may be living in different parts of the country, this is Guyana. And as a Guyanese, wherever you go, you're home. You're supposed to be home and feel at home. So, Honorable President and Ministers, feel at home in Lowood today. And you're free to come back at any time. At this time, we now open the floor for interaction.
Thank you, Comrade Fraser. Good morning, residents. So let me also join with the Comrade Fraser and Miss in welcoming you to this meeting here this morning. And I heard Miss just said that in her lifetime, this is the first sitting president that visited your community. Well, this president visits every single community in our country he's visited. And we are very fortunate to have a president like this that come and interact with us. So this morning here, we are here to listen to you. But I want to tell you, not so long ago, a few months back, some representative from your community went to Timeri when the president had an outreach and made some representation to the president saying that they need certain things in their communities, in their community. And the president there and then said he will ensure that those things are delivered. I'm making this point because it's important, because when we make a commitment, when we made a promise, we must be sure that the commitment and promises that we are making, that we will be honest in delivering those commitment and promises. And I'm here this morning to tell you that Lowood, we had another area named Lowland, right? I was just reading something, somebody sent me a message from Lowland. I was showing Mr. Lionel just now that some issue they have with drainage. But Lowood, this morning I can tell you that Lowood will have a lot of development. You, the residents here, will enjoy a lot of development from this government. And the president has instructed, when he met with that group, because you need drainage, you need input in the livestock industry, the poultry industry, you need farming input, farming planting material, and I think most of those were delivered to the community. As I'm speaking now, we are on the verge of doing massive D&I work in your community so the farmers can enjoy that, and that will come to the benefit of you, the farmers here in this community. We are, as I'm speaking here, we'll, at the end of this project, we will be expending approximately $27 million to do works across, D&I works in Lowood. We have already delivered a number of supplies, vet supplies. We have delivered black giant chicken. We have delivered ducklings. We have delivered planting material, UV plastic and shade nets. We deliver vegetable seeds, other small farming implements, and also we deliver some other pesticides. So why I'm mentioning these are very important and critical, because your community, the Demerara River, is an important component for us in terms of producing food, in terms of producing food. And you, the farmers, I can safely say that we value your contribution. Agriculture is an important activity for us in this community. Agriculture will remain one of the bedrock of Guyana's economy. So as I am speaking here today, and I'm talking about promises and commitment that were made by His Excellency, the President, I am happy to say also, we are witnessing development right across this country in every single sector. I am just talking about the agriculture sector. But when you look at the various sectors, you look at health, you look at education, you look at the housing sector, is every single sector. And I want to also say that in 2019 and early 2020, we went to the people of this country as a party, and we said that vote us in government. And when you vote us in government, we will deliver on these commitments. And we have a list, we had a list in our manifesto. A number of things that we'll do, that will provide so much house lots for you, we'll provide free scholarship for to Guyanese, we'll bring all these development, and I'm happy to say, less than 4 years. Less than 4 years, because August coming will be 4 years for us in government. We have delivered all the promises we have made in that manifesto. That's a monumental achievement for a country to deliver on those commitments we have made to the people of our country. So comrades, we are here this morning, and as I said, that the president, when he met with you late in January, early February, he said you all made a request, Comrade Fraser and 4 other comrades were there, right, Comrade Fraser? Good. I was at the entire cabinet with Member of Parliament. We were debating the budget, to pass the budget. And the president was out with a team, meeting people and have outreaches, so that at the end of the budget, when the budget would have passed, we not sit down and wait. We immediately start to work to get things done, have projects go on. And that is happening every single day across this country. Whilst the minister and other officials of government are going out and are meeting people different parts of the country, we have the president have been going out every single day. Every single, and I'm saying this because I just be part of his delegation, because the activities that I am involved in terms of agriculture, most of the areas are involved in agriculture, and the president always gets us on board to get things done. We have a president who is very passionate about agriculture. We are not saying that because now we are an oil and gas producing country, that all the revenue coming from oil and gas, and we'll neglect all the other sector. Today, leaving out oil and gas, Guyana is leading in agriculture in the region. In 2020, when we got into government, Guyana had lost its place. Our place was taken by St. Vincent and the Grenadines in terms of representing agriculture in CARICOM. And many of you, older comrades here, would know since the formation of CARICOM, Guyana's president always speak on CARICOM and speak on agriculture and lead on agriculture. But we have lost that place from 2015 to 2020, which was taken up by St. Vincent. And today what we are now, we have seen with the robust leadership, with the leadership being given by our president. He's not leading only Guyana. Today he's the chairman of CARICOM. But the robust leadership that he's given the entire CARICOM, the entire Caribbean now are looking forward to Guyana for that leadership. Whilst we are developing our sector, while we are developing the agriculture sector in Guyana, the other countries are looking for us to help them also to develop their sector. And what we have been doing over the last 4 years, we have been expanding the traditional crops that we have been growing over the centuries. Things like rice, sugar, we working to rehabilitate and revamp sugar again. Fruits and vegetables, those are the traditional crops. All of us would have known that since inception, our foreparents brought those skills to these parts of the world, growing those crops. And we have inherited that. And we have been planting those crops over the century. But now we are seeing increased production in those crops. If you look at rice production, we have seen increase over the years. Last year, we in 2022, we moved rice production from 610,000 tons to last year 653,000. This year, we are expected to produce 710,000 tons of rice. So we are increasing the traditional crop. But we are not stopping there. We want to go into new crops. We have seen what has happened during the pandemic, where countries around the world that had large sums of money were unable to procure food for their population. And although we are producing almost 60% of the food, the president instructed that we increase in various crops. So we have gone into new crops now. Whilst we are increasing the traditional crop, we are now going to new crops. And every year, we have been importing almost between $50 to $60 million in corn and soya for the livestock industry. We have to, CARICOM, the entire heads of CARICOM, decided that we have to reduce the food import bill by 25% by 2025, by the end of next year. If that has to be successful, then Guyana has to be successful. And that we are doing, to give the kind of facility, make the investment in the necessary infrastructure so that you, the farmers, can ensure you get the facility to plant. Because when you plant and you produce, Guyana benefit. Not only you benefit economically, but the country benefit because we produce more food. We'll get food cheaper. We'll have more food to export because right now in the Caribbean, we have a large market in the Caribbean to export food in the various parts of the Caribbean. So we have to ramp up. And we can't do things how we used to do it 10 and 15 years ago and expect to get new results. We have to change the way we're doing things. We have to do things in a more innovative way. We have to modernize agriculture. We have to do climate smart agriculture. Because today when we are seeing a lot of elements against agriculture, climate change is one. Where we used to have 5 and 6 inches of rainfall in 3 months, we're having 5 and 6 inches of rainfall now in 2 hours. We have to prepare for that. A drastic change. And whilst we are talking about climate change before, now we are experiencing real climate change here. We have had last year from June last year, up to recently, we had a prolonged dry season. A prolonged dry season that affected the agriculture sector tremendously. Many persons' crops die out. We had a lot of bushfires. Many animals died. And now we see an extreme again from the last few months. We see, or last month, we see a lot of rainfall. And this rainfall will continue. Heavy, intense rainfall. So these are the things I'm talking about. And I was telling you also that whilst we are increasing the production, we are going into new crops. We have started the production of corn and soya. We expect to save those money. We have gone into high value crops. And these are the kind of new things we are bringing into agriculture. So this morning, I am very elated to be here with the President in his company to listen to you. I know for a fact, I have briefed him already that a number of those commitments he has made, we have delivered. Now we are doing massive D&I work here, and we will continue to work with you, the farmers, to give you this support. As long the PPP Civic is in government, you have a friend, and that friend will continue to invest in your cause to improve your life. So ladies and gentlemen, without going further, let me introduce to you His Excellency, the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, your President, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali.
Thank you very much. Please, have your seats. Thank you. First of all, let me say how very pleased I am to be in your community this morning. And I made a commitment to all of you as citizens of Guyana that regardless of where a community is located or how small a community is, I committed to visiting communities and visiting people everywhere so together we can build a future that is stronger, we can build a future that is viable, and one in which the development can come to every single community. And today, I want to talk to you not only about some of the challenges we have, but I want to talk to you about some opportunities that we also have as we move forward in the future. You know, this Demra River has tremendous tourism potential, and we have to activate that potential. But we have to link tourism to something else. And one of the easiest, the lowest hanging fruit to link tourism to here is eco-agro-based tourism, where persons can come and we can develop maybe 20 acre of orchard, and people can come and have fun in the orchard. They can come and pick fresh greens and vegetables, and you pay for the greens and vegetables. This is how you build tourism products. So I want us also to spend some time today to see how we can discuss maybe 2 or 3 projects that we can work on with you. Another project, how many households we have in this community? 40 households. Another project that we want to talk to you about is how you have wood available here. How you can set up the frame for some shade houses, how we can give you the shade house material so that in every one yard, close to your homes, we can have the women in a safe environment doing agriculture, producing stuff that we can sell to the market. That is what we want. Those are things we want to discuss with you. If we have 50 or 60 women in the community, we want to train the women in beekeeping. We're going to give you all the equipment for beekeeping equipment, all the safety equipment. It's a huge investment. We're going to make the investment on your behalf, and we're going to give you the hives so that we can start honey production in your community. So these are the things that we want to talk to you about, to find 2 or 3 things that will improve your economic well-being, that will advance your prosperity, that will bring more income to your homes, and that will help you financially. So outside of the other issues, we want to discuss some of these things with you. I want to thank the head teacher and all those who sat down and put together a list of things that you would like us to address, and for us to look at some of these things that we can address. Of course, as you know, we can't do everything at the same time, but I want to highlight a few things that within the next 2 to 3 weeks that we will be looking at for you in this community. In the education sector, the school, we're going to send in a team within 2 weeks to do a comprehensive maintenance of the school, to look at your roof, all the issues you have with your roof, your wall, and to fix the school, and to paint the school, and ensure that it's in good condition. So that is one of the things that we're going to do. Through the Men on Mission program, we're going to look at the fencing of the school compound so it can be in a safe area and your children can feel safe. We're going to look at the stelling to see what works are needed as stelling, to have it upgraded, and to see whether there is any safety issue that we must address. So those are things we'll do in the next 2 weeks. We're going to complete the furnishing of the teachers' quarters. Within the next week, the furnishing for the teachers' quarters, we're going to complete that to ensure that our teachers have the furnishing in their quarters. Now, in the new budget, as we look at 2025, we will look at the boat and engine for you that you requested. How many children we have that need to move with the boat and engine? About how many children? 20 children. So we're going to look at that in the new budget. We're going to look at the sanitary block in the new budget. And the other things that we're going to ensure that you get to support your school kitchen are the 2 water dispensers, the fans, the projector, and the public address system. Those are things that within the next 2 weeks we're going to support your school with. And this includes the pressure cooker. Ensure that you have, pressure cooker is important in Guyanese life, you know. We have to get, we'll ensure that you get 1 laptop computer, the flash drives, the filing cabinet, the cupboard, and the tabletop dispenser. Those are things that we'll work on to ensure that within the next 2 weeks, we can deliver those things to make your life easier. When you look at the health posts, the regular and essential health supplies, they are supposed to come into the community and ensure that you have this. We are already investing in this. We are buying the medical supply. If this is not happening, I'm going to ask the Ministry of Health to ensure that this happens. So next week, the Ministry of Health will send someone in here to talk to you guys, to look at the staffing, to see whether we need a relief health worker or whether we can train someone from right in here. We're going to have the health posts. We're going to look at ensuring that you have proper chairs, a fan, and a bed for health examination. So those are additional things that we will be looking at for you in health. The enclosure for the seating area, we're going to have that enclosure completed with a shed. So that is one of the things that we said every health post must have. A little shed so that people can sit and wait in a safe and healthy environment. And the covering of the stairway. Those are things that you wanted us to look at, and we're going to look at as within the next 2 weeks from the Ministry of Health. On the agriculture program, the minister spoke at length. I don't think I need to address this. We are working hard. We have brought back the Because We Care grant for your children. We're increasing pensions for old age pensioner. in the Damra River too. I want, Ramraj, for you to tell the Minister of Health that next week we must send a full team in the Damra River to look at spectacles, to do an eye clinic for all our children and residents who need to have eye examination. They will do it right here in the community, and if you need spectacles, we'll get the voucher for you to get the spectacles. I'll ask him also to send a dental team so that, Dwayne, y'all make that call now. The dental team to ensure that right in your communities, they come here, especially for the children and our elders, that they do the dental examination and whatever treatment is needed, they do it right here in the community. So those are two additional things that we're going to do in the coming weeks, not exceeding 2 weeks in the Damra River in these communities that I've visited. Okay, so all the communities that I've visited, these two teams are going to visit within the next 2 weeks. We have my staff here also. They're going to ensure that this happens, and one of them will accompany that team to ensure that we are fully on board. So these are additional things that you did not request it, but that we think are also necessary as we build out stronger communities. We have a number of pieces of sporting equipment that we brought to leave with you, but I want us to spend some time to talk about whether there is a small plot of land. I talk about it if you're interested in the honey production project, the shade house project, the tourism project, a small facility. We can have create here a riverine every week where people can come and cook outdoor. You set up some nice fireside and so on. So those are the things that will attract people to the community. But when people come to the community, you need to have things that you can sell. Packaged pepper, right? Processed pepper. You have your own honey, your fruit production. So these are things that I want us to start thinking about. How we can increase the coconut production, right? How you can make a plantain chip, fresh plantain chip, right? So these are the things that I think are important in helping the community-based economy. So outside of the other issues, I wanted to highlight these things and to say to you that we are committed to working with you in ensuring that you have a prosperous and sustainable future in every community right here in yours also. So thank you, God bless you, and the floor is open to you guys now. Today it is about listening to you guys and addressing those concerns. I know I've addressed most of your concerns, but it's also an opportunity for you to tell us what you believe can further assist in making life easier for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And I think with the energy in which you spoke just now, we're in for good things in the wood. And as citizens, we are prepared to work along with the government to ensure that our lives are enhanced and at the same time contribute towards the development of our country. Indeed, as our president would have said, there are numerous potentials available, numerous opportunities. All we have to do is to tap in on those opportunities so that we can contribute meaningfully to the development of our lives and our community and at large, our country. At this time, I now ask persons who may have a concern or point to raise just to step forward and use the mic. And when you come, please identify yourself.
Good morning, all. Mr. President, good morning and welcome to Lowood. I am Arsenal Gently resident. So, I will continue from where the President left off as relates to what we need at Lowood.
But I've addressed all that you can do.
Yeah.
So, I have addressed what has to be placed in the next bucket because you can't do everything at the same time.
That is understood, sir. One of the first issues we have is water, reliable source of water. As the minister would have said, during the last dry season, we had it real difficult. There was a well there, so we're asking if we can get a new well. postal service. We have no postal service in this area. In order to get mail, whenever you go out, you have to go to Suzaik and look for your mail. And we would like to ask the government if they can give us per household some solar system. In order to charge our phones and stuff like that, we have to use generators. It's very costly, and as relates to the environment, we know that the smoke from the exhaust that damages the environment as well. We like to ask, at this time as we speak, there is a machine from DNI in the community. So we'd like to ask also if we can have that same machine. We are also expecting around to help in draining the playground, which is right at the back here, so that we can use it all year round. We also have our community center building at the back that is incomplete. We'd like to get some assistance in getting that community center building. So with that being said, that is it for most of the people. And there are other persons that have other issues, they will stay there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gentle.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone. His Excellency Dr. Impalali, Minister of Government. I want to thank you all to be here. It's a pleasure having you guys here. I want to thank you for the excavator you guys already have here. And we need another tractor. The reason why, because the tractor that we have is very difficult to mobilize from one place to another. It's very costly. That's all I have to say at the point of time.
Yes. Is there anybody else?
Yes. Good day, everyone. President, my point is, I grow my children of crop. I ask if you could assist in cash grant to extend my crop. Many of us in here do craft, myself and children, that we grow from craft. Assist basket. The basket, yeah. We make basket, I make basket for my living, some of us in here. So if we get a cash grant for assist in the basket, at least I can't go in the bush, because the muka went in the bush and break my foot. When I was fetching out the mukru. So ask a little assistance.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sandra Gentle, a resident of Lowood and security of the Elbows. And my problem I'm having, we need a garden, very, very much in need of a garden. Yes, we used to be in this open part, but recently contractors come about to block it up to make a dental room. So we have to be right under here. When you come out here, I work the 3 to 11 shift. Like 6 starting, there is crapple in different sizes and colors. Mosquito infect you. Because don't mind your light, the car, it wouldn't do anything. We have no light on there. We have to use our flashlight or go in the passageway at the health center to do our writing. So I'm very grateful if we could have a guard out. Thank you. This, the school guard out.
Oh,
Yes, I work at the health center.
Mr. Minister, there are 2 buildings, and each one has their own security. And so when one security is in that one, there's none available for the health center security. Is there anybody else?
Good day, Mr. President. My name is Lorraine. I would like to ask if you could help me to get support me to get a building for living, because while living, snake nearly bite me, and the first snake a crawling from me, spider nearly bite me the other night. And I get frightened, I try to go away from the river or something, and I got praying out God to help me. Because I got to try to work, for get a little dollar to survive and for get things to eat, and banana and stuff to survive. I asked you for help with a little money to build a house.
Anyone else that stick to community issues or the personal issues? Tell me if you want to do the honey project yet.
Mr. President, we'll address one just now. I'm waiting for the others to talk.
On behalf of the Ali family, I would like to thank the President for everything done in the community, but we have some issues with the papers failing. We have some application that's in there since 1992. That's in processing, and we are not getting the papers as yet. Yeah, I would like to thank the President for everything you do for the community.
Okay. After listening to the President Orion highlighting some of the opportunities available for us, okay, I paused because I saw someone is coming.
I'd like to say good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, My Excellency and his party. And I want to thank you so far. Good morning, yes. I want to thank you so far for the machine that is in our area. And I would like to know if there's a special time or the machine can stay, how long it could stay, everybody. Because there's a lot of trade to be done, and I would like.
We have a fixed list. Culture will tell you that they identify a fixed set of trade for every farmer. So we have already worked on that. So as soon as they complete this, they have to look at another area.
Okay. So this is what I want to find out. So certain areas will be difficult. So if they have to get Martin, because I think we have to get Martin because of the rainy season is on, and they won't get to go the distance for we get to utilize the land we would like to. So they will have to get Martin. Okay.
Okay, after Mr. Adams, we close off because of time.
Good morning, President of the party. I have one contribution to make. I'm asking for, if it's possible, that this community have internet. I would like to have internet. Right? It's very, very tedious for people to have to put in data every month on your phone. Right? So I'm asking if it's possible if we can have internet in the district. Thank you.
As I was saying earlier, after listening to some of the opportunities available for the community, and I would like to say to Mr. President and the team that we are willing and ready to get on board. All we need is the technical support, especially in the area of beekeeping and ecotourism, which is we know for a fact can enhance the economic well-being of citizens and the community in general. and it is also provide a nice getaway from the hustle and bustle of the city for many persons. So all we're asking is that we receive the necessary technical support so that all these things can be made available. As it relates to the beekeeping, we would have interacted with some of the persons from GLDA yesterday, and we're looking forward for an early response because we know for a fact, and the area of beekeeping can contribute greatly to our economic well-being, and there is availability of space for that in Lowood. And so we're looking forward for a speedy response in helping us to get off the road. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Just before we close, I would like to call on Miss to show overall appreciation for your visit, because you would have stepped out of your busy schedule to be here with us. And this is one of the things I would like to commend Mr. President, you and your administration for taking time out to meet with a small man, which is a good initiative. We're not saying it never done before, but it is, as the minister would have said, a robust endeavor. And we fully appreciate that. Sorry. We now have a vote of thanks. Miss?
Good morning, Mr. President, Dr. Irfan Ali. Thank you very much for being here in Lowood. On behalf of Lowood, we'd like to thank you very much that you've come here for the first time. We have never had a visit from the President before, so we thank you very much. And we appreciate it and looking forward to see you again in the future. Thank you very much.
That being said,
all right. Oh, you get a phone number?
Yes, 653. What I live in the
All right. Yes, all right.
Everything is spent on going flooding.
All right, yeah. You're welcome, you're welcome.
What's our? We start for farmers.
You got any cookies there, dear? Here.
We're ready, buddy, to go.
Orson.
Feeling yourself.
This one of the leading cookies in the community. Yeah? Yeah. So that's a bring you to. They have equipment now? Yeah, yeah. So where's the closest area? No, not the field in terms of oh, it's not, you get other communities.
No, cricket club that I'm judge.
Established, okay. And it's not too, yeah.
The cricket club in Bangladesh? Yeah. Joyce David. The current member we access system here. So I need to like come into the system.
So if you want to come to George, you got anything? Come to Mark, you know, sports club.
I know